I get this a lot as a coach, and I'm sure many coaches out there get it, and we've all heard it. Dieting is very hard. Many people say it. There was a thing about the Tate recently. Somebody said to him, I want a six pack today. How do I get it fast? And he had a very, very good way of explaining it. He says, why does it have to be fast? Why can't it be hard? Why can't it be slow? Why can't it mean something? And if it means something, then, well, it means something. Simple as that. So it's not going to be easy. Of course, it's not going to be easy. When you get a diet initially, my main goal, let me just explain to you something about my coaching. My goal is to make what is hard seem easy. So I kind of agree with what Tate is saying to a degree, but the whole purpose for a coach is if you wanted to do something that was hard, we can all do the hard. We all know what the hard is, but how do you make the hard become easy? That is why you hire a coach. I'll give you a great example. When I first started to edit my videos, I wanted to learn how to do it. Now, I could have taken the time out to read the instruction manual on the back to figure out how it all works, or I could equally just go onto YouTube, fast track it, learn from an expert and see what they tell me. And that is what I believe a coach is technically. A coach is like, we know what the manual comes with. We know how to lose weight. We all know how to add muscle. How can a coach fast track that for you? And how can he simplify that for you? And that is what I believe I am very good at doing. Making the hard seem easy. Making the difficult seem sustainable. When I'm out and about, when I'm traveling the world, when I'm in the UK, I eat out all the time and people cannot believe that I am looking in good shape eating out. And the reason why they can't believe that is because it's not the normal thing for most people to do. It's not normal for most people to relate a good physique or someone who looks healthy or is healthy with eating out or eating meals that aren't supposed to be cooked in a traditional bodybuilding fashion, in a Tupperware, you're out and about eating your cold chicken breast, chicken rice and turkey or whatever it is. Chicken rice and turkey? Chicken rice and broccoli is what I meant. So obviously it's different and people don't understand that. And I believe the appeal for me and my clients is what is he doing and how is he doing it with ease? Now there is a technique that I use that obviously makes it easier than the traditional coach. I'm very flexible. I don't use flexible dieting. I don't count calories. I don't weigh the food after a certain amount. So I will say to my clients, for example, weigh out 100 grams of chicken. When you've weighed it out, send me the picture of it. And once you've seen what that kind of looks like, it's always going to look like that. You don't always have to weigh it out. It doesn't really matter if you're having 132 grams or 176 grams of chicken. It doesn't really matter. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Now, if you were a competitive bodybuilder, by all means, then I would say, okay, yeah, weigh out every single gram. Let's check exactly where we are. Let's drop 10 grams. Let's drop 15 grams. Let's drop 20 grams. If you're just a normal guy like me, you want to be in good shape, phenomenal shape, not just good shape. I'm in better shape than most guys who compete. Trust me, I know that because I've stood next to them. I know that when I'm in the gym and I look at them and say, oh, I'm competing this week. And I'm thinking, you're competing this week, bro. You're competing. I'm not competing. I'm still in better shape than you. So I know that to be fact. Point is, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. And that is why what I do, this isn't an advert for me, but I'm just explaining, this is how I do it. I make the difficult seem a little bit easier. And that is the main thing I'm trying to get at in this video is, yes, we know things are hard, things aren't easy, but I just believe that you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your kids, you owe it to your bloodline to be in the best physical shape ever. If no one else in your family or no one else in your bloodline or no one else in your whole generation is in shape, you're the first guy. Imagine how much people are going to look up to you just in your immediate family. Imagine the motivation it's going to create for everybody else. No one can hand you a physique, and equally, no one can take it away from you. You can get inherited money. You can get inherited house, car, finances, jobs, businesses. You can inherit all that. You cannot inherit health. You cannot inherit looking good. You cannot inherit a physical exterior. You cannot inherit that. You got to earn it. Yes, it's easier to earn for some people, and for some people it's a little bit harder. And the people that it's easier to earn for know how to get it. My daughter has got an advantage that no one else her age, at least that I know of, will have. When she steps up, and she's already stepping up now, she knows more about health and fitness than most of you guys watching this, no offense. Because she's with me all day. And every time she eats something, I'm explaining to her, what is this? What is that? What does this do? What does that do? And I'll tell you something, she eats chocolates every single day. Like any kid, I do not deprive her of anything. But she knows when enough is enough. What to do, when to do, how to do it. Why? Because of me. I'm teaching her those skills. I'm teaching her what to do. That's why it's very important for you people out there to hire a coach, to make sure you get somebody who's an expert in this field, to make sure somebody to teach you, to go through the hardships. Because when you're going through something difficult, it's always better for someone to tell you that there is the end of the line. There is something that's coming at the end. Because if you were, for example, let's say you were dieting and you were thinking, when is a six-pack going to come? And no one ever told you when you would get a six-pack, and you were 20% body fat, you had a belly, you dieted for a day, nothing's happening. 2 days, nothing's happening. 3 days, nothing happening. You dieted for 3 months, nothing was really happening. But a coach would tell you, if you keep going, I know where this result of the hardship is going to end up. Because if you keep doing what you're doing now, we know the outcome. A good coach is going to tell you exactly how long it's going to take for you to get there. And that is why it's very important to hire somebody who is an expert in this field, because he can at least guide you to the finish line and tell you where the finish line is. If you're just aimlessly plodding along and you don't know when the finish line is, you're going to get stuck. You know, there's a little thing that springs to mind. They put a rat in some water. I might get this wrong, but hopefully it's right. I kind of get an idea of what it does. They put a rat in the water and they made it tread water because it was going to drown if it got, if it sunk. So it was treading water, and the rat treaded water until it was tired for about, let's say, a minute. I don't know this. Again, this is, I'm just giving you the idea of what happened. Treaded water for 1 minute, thought, no, not getting out of this. I'll just stop and I'll drown. Okay? Just as it was about to quit, they pulled it out. So the rat thought, oh yes, I'm gonna get saved. I know there's an end point now. The rat would have drowned, it would have died after a minute. That is it. It was exhausted, absolutely exhausted after a minute. It was done, it was dead. There was nothing left of this rat. It just completely gave up on life. It was gonna die. Second they poured it out, the rat thought, holy shit, I was there. If I had just held on a little bit longer, I was going to survive anyway. So great. When they put the rat back in water again, and it was treading water again, the rat's thinking, I know what's coming. I know exactly what's coming. They're going to pull me out any minute. And the rat, I believe, if I remember, went on for something like 50 times more. So if they went on for 1 minute and it gave up, it went on for an hour the second time. And it kept treading water, and it was absolutely knackered and ready to give up. The rat was completely dead because it was ending its life. It was, giving up on life after 1 minute. But the second it knew there was a glimmer of hope, there was something at the end, it knew something was coming, it carried on, knowing if I keep going, I'm going to hit that finish line. And sometimes that's what a coach is like. The coach is there to tell you, don't quit right now. Don't die right now. You need to feel the pain. You need to feel the suffering. You need to feel the hurt to get to that finish line. And when you get to that finish line, how many people do you think are going through the reps doing all this stuff? Not many. I'll give you an example, something in my life, and this is nothing comparable to losing fat or anything like that, but I'll give you the idea of the mindset it takes to do a particular thing or a particular activity. Most people start YouTube and they say, I want to grow on YouTube and I want to be at 10,000 subscribers in a year. I want to get 1,000 subscribers in a year. That's generally the goal, what people tend to aim. And I'm going to upload once a week. They upload once a week and they find that chore, they find it hard, but they can always do it. They can always upload once a week. Then when you get good at uploading once a week, you upload twice a week. You get good at uploading twice a week, you upload 3 times a week. The majority of people out there, successful content creators, obviously, when you become successful, you can back off. You can take your foot off the gas a little bit. Upload every day. They get good at uploading every single day. So when I started, I thought, is it really that hard to upload every day? Let me try and do it. And it is hard. It's not an easy task. By all means, by no means is this easy. Me sat in front of a camera talking to nobody else is inside this room. Nobody. And there's going to be a couple of hundred people online watching it. Out of those 500, 600, sometimes 1,000 views, how many of you guys are going to watch the whole video? I don't know how many guys are going to be listening to this, how many of you are not going to be listening to it. It doesn't matter. The main thing for me is if I keep doing the reps, there's going to be an outcome. And I know this because I see other people doing it. So if I know if everybody else has got good content, they're giving value, they're adding value to someone else's life, like I hope I'm doing, free of charge. You can purchase my programs, but this is free. Watching YouTube is free. If I give enough value to these people every single day of my life, eventually I will get known to the point where people will be able to buy my program. If they buy my program, that monetizes me, makes me money. That's the sole purpose, whilst giving free advice. So everybody wins. You guys watch it, you learn something. I'm not telling you to buy my programs. I'm asking you if you want to, you can. But you're going to get free value from every single video you watch. I do not release any videos on my channel without value. I give you value. So I've looked at other people and thought, if you continuously post every single day, eventually you'll get to the point where you'll see the benefit. And it's the same in fitness. If you keep doing it every single day, you're going to get the benefit. But the hard part of fitness is, and the easy part of the social media game is, with social media, you can keep doing it. You're in your room. It doesn't matter. There's no coach. With fitness, you're going to meet and you're going to see many things in the way that happen a lot more. Like, I'll give you a little encounter on YouTube. If I'm away, I'm out of the country, I need to make sure I take my camera with me so I can keep the recording up. Easy to do. Put it in the bag and I'm gone. When you go out and about, you're going to take your food with you. You might miss your meals. What can you eat when you're out and about? It's someone's birthday. It's someone's wedding. You're at a funeral. You're out the country. You're out the city. Your car broke down. There's so many more different variables in life that happen than just YouTube. So in those variables, you always got to eat. You got to eat 2-3 times a day, 4 times a day, sometimes 5 times a day, depending on who you are. Who are you going to get to teach you those different variables and what to do in those different situations? A coach. You're going to hire somebody who's an expert, who's been in these situations multiple times with multiple different clients in order to figure out what the best thing is for you. So just to break down this video very briefly, it's not an easy journey. It's a very difficult journey. It's a very difficult task. But you owe it to yourself, to your family, to your bloodline to make a change for everybody else. Imagine you are the new pillar of health and you can teach your kids and they can teach their kids. This is just the vessel. This is it. This is just the vessel. We're using it to carry through. That is it. Make it a good one. There's no, you're going to live longer. I don't believe in that. But I believe you're going to live a better life. If I get to 50, I've lived a pretty decent life in this physique for 50 years old. If I get to 80, 90, it doesn't matter. This is not the purpose here. Longevity, yes, is the goal. Can we keep what we've got healthy? Can I keep, my sole purpose from this channel is to teach you guys how to live as long as possible without taking medication. All the stuff that's going to ruin the inside, that's going to ruin your being. Be healthy, stay healthy. Take what your body produces. Yeah, by all means, your body produces testosterone. I'm a bit advocate to say take TRT. Your body produces that anyway. You're just giving it what they took out. It's very, very simple. If we go back 100 years, I can almost guarantee you no one's testosterone dropped. Everybody's testosterone stayed same right till the end of their lives. Right now, they're taking that away from you. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard. It's not supposed to be easy. But you owe it to yourself at the very least to go through this hardship. And at the end of that hardship, you're going to endure a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, but you're going to feel amazing at the end of the road. Hopefully this video gave you guys some value. Please comment down below and like.